You may not have noticed before you go past that. I did that deliberately one day because it was just taking aback at the fine side of a really juicy sandwich. And all presenters taking that happening to them. I was really it was a perfect bit of timing and we were giving away there in the background.
የምታዩት ብዙ ሰው የመጣው ያው airshow አለ ለዛ ነው።
Business in the air as we were hoping for, but nonetheless, we are now looking at Red 10, who's doing his flight checks himself, which he is, of course, he'll explain his role as the supervisor and what he has to do on the ground to ensure that we are ready for a Red Arrows display. Now, dare I say it, but looking over to the right, it is getting brighter and brighter, which means I'm pretty sure we'll the season starts to ramp up, we certainly get busy, but this weekend it's a little bit more chilled out, ready for the day. When the team arrives, they'll be arriving in a formation called Battle. That's the same formation that you see them arriving over the... You see us flying over looking for his Mighty King Circuit flight path. With all the even numbers on the right hand side, you can see them in the distance now, there are no like twinkling distance. Makes them a huge round of applause, a huge cheer, but at least give it a go, we'll see whatever they get. So from the right, the 2025 Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team, it's the Red Arrows! That's our alternative arrival instead of coming from the real coming from the right hand side. Arriving in that battle formation, everyone brings them around to the right. Start off flat show. Three types of shows that can display flat rolling or full attack space on the cloud base. We have minimum of 1,000 feet for the flat show, which is why Rod is deciding with the flat show. Collapsing now into our world famous Diamond 9. Red 1 continues to bring them around to the right. Red 1 discovering John Bond, second year as team leader, former Typhoon pilot, former qualified flight officer on the Tucano, and he was the Tucano display pilot in 2012. The smoke comes on once again in our world famous Diamond 9, it's the Red Arrows. On the right hand side of Red 1 is Red 2, Flight Lieutenant Rob Thomas. Rob was in his first year on the team. Previously he was taking from training as a student and made changes with his sub-role on the whole Team Mark 1. Before then completing his own training and joining the Typhoon Force, having flown with 3 squadrons and also being an instructor on 29 squadron operational conversion units. And he has served in operations over Libya and Syria. So 11 pilots in the Red Arrows, Red 1 through 9 displayed for you today. Myself, Red 10, former Tornado VR4 pilot, former qualified flying instructor on the Hawk T-Box 2. This is my 4th and final year with the Red Arrows. We are also commanded by Officer Commanding Rafa, Police Commander Adam Collins, Red 11. He's my predecessor as Red 10. He's a former Tornado VR4 pilot, former qualified flying instructor on the Hawk T-Box 1. Coming in from the left, one of our widest formations, as they all are, the smoke on is 1. left. You can hear those commands from Red 1. They almost robotic and monitoring that they're going to inevitably fly off formation by ear rather than by eye. That means the pilots on the outside of the formation have to put their input into the control column just a little bit earlier than
I want to go to the right.
the formation is as one. You now see Red 8 and 9 collapse and sit just behind Red 2 and 3. Red 1 continues to bring them around to our left. The smoke will come on as they form one of the shapes of one of the most majestic and iconic aircraft ever in aviation history. As the smoke comes on, this is Concorde! On the left-hand side of that 77 close in is Red 3, flight 10, and in the queue known as Mako. Mako is also in his first year. He flew the AV-8B, which is a Harrier base, while on exchange in the United States Marine Corps, before coming back to the UK and flying a 617 in the Dunbuster squadron based at Florida 4 in our new 5th generation F-35B Lightning II aircraft. All the pilots must have a minimum of 1,000 to 1,500 and have at least one operational report under their belt before they can even apply to join the team. Now see Red 2 and 3 people with the rest of the team in the back for that well-known Delta wing shape at the rear. You've seen the aircraft Typhoon perform. And 2025 is the 20th anniversary of the Typhoon display team. As you see reverse around to the right, this is Typhoon!
Look, the flap is red.
The D5s are playing for the team each year, goes through a rigorous selection process. We have about 30 sports athletes a year. We take them down to the final 9. They join us for a week in our freehold terms outside their machines. They go through a formal interview, formal flying test, a mock media interview, and also peer review before we take that 9 down to approximately 3 who join the team for the following year. Of course, the Red Arrows is part of the Royal Air Force. We represent the Royal Air Force, and the Royal Air Force is synonymous as being the workhorse of the air domain. However, the Royal Air Force now has a niche capability in space and cyber. And to take a tribute to that niche capability from the left, the team are now formed up in Apollo.
All I used to wear even he said. He didn't come down.
All the way back at that formation, up the left right-hand side, with the cards and forward. Because all our formation sections are taken from Red 1. Red 4 is studying Chris Can. He was in some of the car and 4 minutes of the tornado in the off-4 flight. He's also flew from the Dunbuster squadron. And Chris received an Air Force Cross for his service on operations over Afghanistan. 67 now split at the rear. Get your cameras ready for the colourful Big Vixen.
Oh, look at look! Oh,
towards the rear. This has twofold effects. Firstly, the pilots fly with a higher throttle setting, thereby producing a hotter engine gas temperature, and that makes the smoke colours burn a lot more brightly. The second effect is it disturbs the airflow outside the back of the aeroplane, and that makes the smoke billow a lot more fuller. And therefore, in certain manoeuvres throughout the show, we use techniques to enhance those certain manoeuvres. And we also use that same technique when flying over London to give that wow effect as we fly over His Majesty King Charles III. You now see red 6 and 7. They'll sit behind the red 1 in the centre, and red 8 and 9 go in trail. So one of the most popular, if not the most popular manoeuvre, the Red Arrows flag. We've kept it in for the entire 4 years I've been on the Red Arrows. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your campers ready from the right hand side. It's tornado time!
Wow.
8 to 9 roll goes, 8 to 9 roll around the rest of the formation, but watch for the colour change. Red 1 brings them down the line.
Wow.
During which change, smoke line is divided by red 1 and red 6 to ensure that we have the right colour at the right time in the display and we simply do not run out. Red 89 are joining us. This is your last opportunity to show to get a picture of the Red Arrows and our famous Diamond 9 formation. I've just been listening to Red 1 talk to the rest of the team, and it looks like we're going to give the second half a go, so let's continue with the show. In from the left, the smoke comes on once again, our Diamond 9. As we go into that second half, it's a more exciting, more dynamic, fast-paced, heart-pumping, jaw-dropping part display. And we start that second half in the same way we did last year because it became so popular. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the 5-4 split. Of course, I will say that in the second half, the main put in the display where they decided to knock it off. But however, let's give them a round of applause and a massive cheer for at least giving the second half a go. We're now working 2 distinct sections. Off to the left-hand side, we've got reds 1 through 5, known as Enid, named after Enid Blyton's famous 5. From the right, 6, 7, 8, 9, known as Hannah, named after squad leader Ray Hannah, one of the first members of the Red Arrows. The only team leader to be for 4 years, took team from a 7 to a 9 and formed our Diamond 9. Hannah from the right, Enid from the left, for the 5-4 cross.
Oh my God. Oh.
Keep your eye on Enid to our right hand side. Red 4 now slips in, sits behind red 1 as red 5 sits on trail on the rest of the team. Number 5, roll go, and he calls the ball as number 5 rolls around the smoke of Enid in the twister. Red 5 is playing against Justin Wales, known as Justy. Second year on the team, originally from Zimbabwe. He's a Type 3 pilot on both 11 squadrons and also 41 squadrons, technical evaluation squadron, and also instructor on the operation of the aircraft squadron, or maybe put that one in literature. As Enid leads to our right hand side. Very able to see the nose light of Enid twinkling in the distance. 89 roll goes to red and the blue command from 8 to 90, roll around Super. Get your cameras ready, it's the Hannah break.
Come on. Oh.
Red 6 and 8 to our left hand side, red 7 and 9 to our right hand side. Hannah and the Super are led by the Super leader, that's red 6. Gunner Tom Hansen. Tom is in his third and final year of the team. He's a former Typhoon pilot, former qualified weapons instructor on the Typhoon, where he would teach the entire Typhoon force tactics and weapons technical information.
Oh, what
He's also received a DFC, Distinguished Flying Cross, with service and operations over Iraq and Syria. Each pair now dive down to only 100 feet above the sea. They have a closing speed of over 900 miles per hour in the Hannah Pass.
Oh.
Was 8 and 9 go up and down in the roller coaster, but 6 and 7 stay flat. Red 7 off to the left side, red 6 off to the right. Now pulling hard up to 6G. Red 7 to our left hand side is Vice President George Hockey. George in his second year on the team. He's a former qualified flying instructor on the Tucano and former Typhoon pilot with 11 squadrons, once again based at RAF Coventry. Each aircraft turning towards the centre of display, now turning towards each other, passing only 30 metres in the cyclone. Look to your right hand side now, you have Enid running in from the right, the white smoke comes on, he says get down as they form the G30B. In from the left hand side at over 500 miles per hour is Red 9 as he performs the Goose. Red 9 is flying very scuffling on into the stage here in the team. Former tornado flying, former qualified flying support the horse in that team. And he's also famous flying with the North World Look directly to your front now. You can see the nose light twinkling once again of Hannah. That's red 6, 7 and 8. Get your cameras ready for the detonator.
Oh.
Of course, now it's not just about the pilots. We have a team of over 140 personnel, 120 them on the logisticians, the engineers, the public relations, the administrators, they're known as the Blues. And there are a number of Blues here in our public relations tent by the Wheelhouse aircraft on the shore. Make sure you pop along, say hello, find out what their role is in the Wheelhouse Air Force and of course on the Wheelhouse. Now got red 6 and 7 diving down once again to that 100 feet close speed. Each aircraft will perform a barrel roll, followed by a cross and a second barrel roll in a manoeuvre called the double roll.
Wow.
As the 6 now leads Dory, look to your front left, far in distance coming over the hills. You can see Enid now joined by reds 8 and 9. Once again, the red, white and blue smoke come on as reds 8 and 9 roll around the formation in the corkscrew. Of course, I just spoke about the Blues on the team. There are 11 individuals who get to fly in the back of our aircraft when we cannot take the full engineering complement. And they have been circus.
Oh my God.
Now this year, that is Dylan Lewis. He is a local boy. He's been doing for keeping safety purposes. He also started the images and videos taken from my aircraft and fly around the display during competition. Now that's the Enid and 8 and 9 are left. Keep on to your right and to your left. And tap got red 6 from the right, red 7 from the left. Once again, the first speed of over 900 miles per hour. A barrel roll for each particular aircraft. They'll pass the middle over 30 metres, wingtip to wingtip, that's only 100 feet. Before coming away, we see a 6G in the circuit. To what you and I are as we stand on the beach. back around the front of the circle, completing the manoeuvre, circus.
Wow.
I think their lead career looking up front, right 45, just coming over the top of the headland. Once again, he is running back into the display. 4 and 5, roll rowers. 4 and 5, produce a roll back to rejoin red 2, 3.
Oh my god.
As red 1 then brings them around to the right. To complete the manoeuvre called circle. We now see red 2, 3, 4, and 5 move alongside red 1. Pulling about 3 to 4 gears, they keep on that turn, they're working extremely hard there. Head turn 90 degrees, looking left and right at red 1. The smoke will come on. 4, the tango to the left.
Wow. Keep your eye on 6 and 9 to our left-hand side. Each aircraft now picked up and roll inversions for one of our new manoeuvres for 2025. This is Chainsaw. Inverted from the 30 seconds, working extremely hard against that negative gear. All the blood rushing to their head. And now they turn that negative gear into positive. More blood now from the head now rushing towards their feet. Pushing hard, working hard against their G-suits to remain conscious. Coming in from the left-hand side, you're looking for Enid. The smoke comes on once again. And 3, roll. 2 and 3, roll goes. Look,
2,
this
3,
side.
roll to the outside.
This side.
Clear goes. Then 4 and 5 roll to the outside. Maybe some change in this way. Now that's red 6, 7, 8, 9. Due to fuel, they've already departed back to exit. However, red 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will continue to perform the finale maneuver of the show. As said, the aircraft are operating on Exeter today, which means we've got a high fuel state to get back to Exeter. So it's always going to be expected we may not be able to complete the full show. But once again, red 1. Assuming we red 1 through 5 to get that final maneuver of the show. Make sure when they run in, I'll give you the heads up, you'll take the camera down, give a huge round of applause and a huge cheer for the performance today. Very tricky conditions for red 1 to control the team and for the rest of the team also operating to our rear in the poor weather. Look directly to your front. You can see the nose lights twinkling in the distance. You've got the red 1, 2 and 3, the red 4 and 5 tapping them in.
Oh, coming this side.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you have been watching the 2025 Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team. It is the Red Arrows!
Red 1 puts his red smoke on. He'll gather red 2, 3, 4 and 5. 4 will take them back to Exeter. I myself got to jump back in a helicopter and take my train back to Exeter for TV. But I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully straight at 12 o'clock. If you like any more information about the Red Arrows, of course, we have our own Facebook page, our own Instagram page. I myself have our own, all the pilots have their own Instagram account. I am RF Red 10. Find me, you'll find the rest of the pilots. If you want to follow us, hashtag Red Arrows, any images or videos that Scott will pick them up and share them across social media.
Wow, they finished, yeah?
I'll be in the Red Arrows tent in approximately 5 minutes if you want to come and say hello. I will be selling the Red Arrows signed prints, they're £10 each. Pay by cash, or hopefully if the card machine works, you can pay by card. Like I said, hey, it's my 4th and final year of the team. It's actually an honour and a pleasure to perform for the Red Arrows and represent the Royal Air Force. If I don't see you tomorrow, or I don't see you the rest of the season, I hope you've enjoyed myself and my time on the Red Arrows. So thank you all for the support. I hope to see you all again in the future. Thank you very much. Wow. Goodbye!
Well, put your hands together for Red 10 there. Fantastic show, didn't they do well, eh? Isn't they? Deliver